What's up, y'all? It's Patrick. Welcome to practice. In our class today, we're going to do a nice active morning flow. So if you like to wake up in the morning, kind of get the body moving, get yourself going, this is the perfect class for you. Let's go ahead and start on our backs. And as we get there, step the feet nice and close to the hips. Tap your heels with the tips of your fingers. And just take a few breaths here. So let's take 3, in fact. So deep inhale. And long exhale. Deep inhale. And long exhale. Last one, deep inhale. And long exhale. Go ahead and begin to push your heels into the floor. Find the natural rhythm of your breath, and then begin to drive your hips up towards the ceiling. Don't worry about height. We're just trying to allow the legs to get active and lower down. So as we move through this active bridge pose to start everything off, go ahead and lift up. Find your breath. In fact, let the inhales lift you up. Let the exhales lower you down. A nice simple rhythm to the lifting and the lowering here. We'll take anywhere from 5 to 7, and you can go a little bit faster or a little bit slower than me. You're just using this as an opportunity to wake up the legs. I want you to feel the heels driving down, the hamstrings, the glutes activating, tops of legs activating to support the position. Feel a little bit of a stretch maybe in the front hip as you just get the body moving. Last one here. Try and hold the top on the last one a little bit more. See if you can pull the shins underneath you a bit. And maybe you slowly start to bring in just a little bit of a back bend. And again, it's not too dramatic because we don't want to, be stressing out the body. We're just trying to allow ourselves to get active in this space, waking everything up. Go ahead and lower down. As you release there, bring the hands on tops of the legs. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, crunch the chest up towards the knees. Let the fingertips touch your kneecaps, and then roll down. So we'll just take this one 5 times. So rolling up, that's 2, and rolling down. We're not trying to go fast. We're just trying to control this simple movement, waking up the core. 3, lower down. 4, lower down. And 5. Hold up on 5. Again, trying to keep this position. You can drive your low back into the floor, and if you feel strong and active, feel free to stretch the legs out to a 45-degree angle. Holding for 4, 3, 2. On 1, rise up to a seat. From your seated position, bring your fingertips behind the back. Step the feet out as wide as you possibly can. So you're kind of in a W sit type position. So your legs are at about a 90-degree angle each, and your chest is as lifted as possible. Then from here, we're going to drop the knees to the left. So the left knee drops down, the right knee drops middle. And you can support this movement with your fingertips. Just allow yourself to move through the hips a little bit here. Consider this to be a simple hip flossing movement as you subtly sway from side to side, creating a good energy to waking yourself up. And one of the things I like about adding this in here, especially because we're not necessarily trying to restrict any of the movement, is that you get a little bit of a spinal movement here too. You get a nice little opening through the hips in terms of preparing the body for all the places that will go in the practice. Take a few more here. Again, just like the other 2 activities, your pace can be a little bit slower or faster than mine, whatever helps you warm up. Some of us like to be a bit more gentle and cautious as we move into this space, and others like to be a bit more active and just start the engine and get things firing. Whatever is good to you is great. After you tap down on the right side, go ahead and return to center. Lift the chest up a little bit more, and then cross the ankles and come forward onto your hands and knees. As you come onto the hands and knees, push down through the thumbs and draw a few circles with the chest. Feel free to move around the foundation a little bit here, waking up the wrists, waking up the shoulders. And something you may want to play with is internal and external rotation of the arms. So you can feel that here. It may not be something you're naturally aware of. For a lot of poses in the yoga practice, like plank, chaturanga, handstand, downward facing dog, we want to have the arms in external rotation, so biceps wrapping forwards. But what happens oftentimes is maybe we have a bit of a muscular imbalance in the body, and so the arms may want to go into an internal rotation. And now there's nothing wrong with internal rotation, but for these positions in particular, it's much better to have a good external rotation of the arm. It'll allow you to drive into the thumb, get more activation through the midline of the body, and protect your wrists. Now that the hands are feeling good, go ahead and sit back to the toes, or to the heels, let the toes be tucked. You can lift the knees a few times and just bounce them up and down on the ground. And again, maybe you connect the rhythm of your breath to the movements here, just kind of feeling the ability to go into your space. And then let the knees drop to the floor. Again, keep the toes tucked for as long as you can here. We're going to sit back on top of the heels. If this is too much for you, don't worry about it. But again, a really nice way to help out the bottoms of your feet. Interlace hands at heart center, deep inhale. And then exhale, push the hands away, round into the upper back body. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, round down. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. And exhale, round down. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. And exhale, round down. Just a few more like this. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Look up. On release, exhale, pull elbows down towards the hips. Squeeze, feel the chest lifting up just slightly. And then reach your hands towards the front of the mat as you round into your back body. Full shoulder protraction, full spinal flexion. Stretch the fingers forward. Keep curving the collarbones down towards your front hip points. Reach, 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 reach. And then bring the hands to heart center. As you get there, take the opposite position. Find a little bit of spinal extension as you push the chest into the thumbs, lifting the lower belly. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands to the floor. Untuck the toes, tap the feet a few times here. Hopefully that feels nice. And then push the tops of the feet into the floor. You can take cat-cow in two ways. So you can keep the knees down, or you can push the feet into the floor and lift the knees up. Either way is good. On your inhale, curve the chest out. And on your exhale, round into your upper back body. If you have the knees lifted, try not let the feet sickle to the outer edge, the pinky side edge. Inhale, curve the chest out. And exhale, round in. Inhale, curve the chest out. And exhale, round in. Inhale, curve the chest out. And exhale, round in. Inhale, curve the chest out. Feel all the spinal movement. Exhale, round in. Inhale, curve the chest out, trying to articulate the spine as much as possible. Exhale, round in. Inhale, curve out. And exhale, round in. Inhale, return to your neutral position. Take an inhale here. Flip the hands so the fingers point back towards the knees. Push through the thumbs, and then just curve the chest out slightly as you lean the shoulders back. Try and push the base of the wrist towards the mat, of course. Essentially, try to not let it lift as you lean the shoulders away. Breathing in here, long spine. On your exhale, release. Bring the hands back to normal. Keep the right knee grounded. Step the left foot back to a modified side plank pose. Push the right hand down and reach your left arm up to the sky. So as you drive through the right hand, stretch through the left fingers. Take an inhale here. And then see if you can lift the right knee off the floor. Okay? So the right knee's hovering. It can, of course, touch if you want, or you can just begin to lift and lower the hips a few times here. Feel the right shoulder wrapping onto the back body. And again, just depending on your current level of physicality, this could feel like a lot of work or a little bit of work. So just kind of temper it to your current needs. On your exhale, release and switch your sides. Let the left hand land, drop the left knee down, step the right foot back long. So you're starting in your modified side plank, right arm reaches up towards the sky, left bicep spins forward, focus on the external rotation, and then begin to lift the left knee up. And then from here, maybe you tap and you land, or maybe you just keep this little pulsing action so you feel the squeezing of the side waist, the recruiting of the core, and also the movement through your side body. Really good to move the spine in as many directions as possible, because subconsciously we do this all the time throughout the day. There's no specific number of reps that you're seeking here, just something that feels good. You'll be working for 4, 3, 2, on 1. Go ahead and return to center, right hand to floor, right knee to floor. Step the feet back to your plank pose. Take an inhale in plank, and then we'll lower all the way to the floor in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you get there, set your hands up at 10 and 2 for oscillating Cobra pose. So that being a reference to the clock hands, and what you want to do is, of course, 12 would be in front of you, 2 to your right, 10 to your left. Push through the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest up, lengthening through the spine, opening the front body. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Place the hands by the chest. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees. Take an inhale. On the exhale, rise up to your plank pose. You can do that from hands and knees or just from hands and toes. And then lift the hips up and back, downward. Facing dog. As you get into your downward facing dog, step the feet a little bit wider today. So even have most of the toes, maybe just keep only your big toe on the mat for now. Push through the thumbs, bend the knees, and see if you can drive your hips back in space a little bit more. So you feel the legs working to kind of lift the hips a little bit higher here. So again, slightly different than your traditional downward facing dog. See if this kind of helps wake up your spine, wake up the shoulders, give you the ability to push through hands and feet. Breathing in here. Holding your space for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring the feet back to their neutral position, normal downward facing dog. And then inhale, lift the right leg up. On the exhale, you're going to bring the right knee over to touch the left tricep. Let it tap. And then inhale, lift the right leg back up to the sky. On the exhale, step the right foot up to the right thumb. Let the left knee drop. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Anjaneyasana, opening the chest, stretch through the fingers. On the exhale, hands to the floor. Step the left foot to cross behind the right. Fold over the legs as you push the left knee into the right knee. And just sway around a little bit here. Breathing in. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up to the sky. Open the chest. Look up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, fold all the way down. As the hands land, let them support you so you can get light on the left foot and step it back to where it came from. So allow the left knee to drop, and you're in Anjaneyasana on the right side, opening the chest again here. Stretch through the fingers. Bend your right elbow, catch the left elbow with the right hand, and then lean over to the right side as much as possible. Breathe into your left side rib cage. Squeeze the right side body just a little bit. And then exhale, release. Return your hands to the floor. Step back, downward, facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. On the exhale, left knee hunts the right tricep coming across body. And then inhale, lift the left leg all the way back up. On the exhale, left foot up to left thumb. Lower the right knee down. Anjaneyasana, stretch through the fingers. Lift the chest, take a breath up top. See if you can get a little bit longer, a little bit more lifted through the spine. On your exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot crosses behind left. And then again, as you get here, just kind of sway around a little bit. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can just kind of meander in your space for just a moment. Return to your center. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach the hands towards the ceiling. Lift the chest up. Take a big breath up top as you get there. See if you can lean back just a bit. Of course, trust your kind of awkward balancing position. And then exhale, fold all the way down. As the hands land, use them to support you to step the right foot towards the edge of the mat for Anjaneyasana. The right knee lowers. Inhale, reach the hands up, low lunge. Opening the chest, stretch through the fingers, find a little bit of space. And then on your exhale, left hand catches right elbow. Lean to your left. This doesn't have to be dramatic. Just feel the stretch through the outer line of the right side body. In fact, see if you can pull the left hip back and maybe push the right hip forward just slightly here. On your exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward, facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank pose. From here, I want you to take anywhere from 0 to 3 push-ups. So lower and rise, lower and rise, lower and rise. Let the knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull the body through into your upward facing dog, opening the heart. And exhale, roll all the way back downward, facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Same work, just a little bit more pace. Exhale, right knee across the left tricep. Inhale, the right leg lifts up and back. On the exhale, right foot to right thumb. Let the left knee lower. Anjaneyasana, open the heart. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot steps behind the right as it crosses to the outside. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach the hands up. Get long and tall. Exhale, fold all the way down. As the hands land, step your left foot back to Anjaneyasana. Allow the left knee to lower. Inhale, reach the hands up. Get a little bit longer, a little bit taller. Side bend here. You can catch the elbow or just reach the arms to the right side. Left arm stretching overhead. On your exhale, return to center. Hands to the floor. Step back downward, facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. On the exhale, left knee up to right tricep. We'll create that connection. And then inhale, lift the left leg all the way up and back. On the exhale, left foot journeys up to the left thumb. Let the right knee lower. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Open the heart, stretch through the fingers. On your exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot to cross over and behind the left. Shins and calves pushed together. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Get a little bit longer, a little bit taller. Exhale, fold all the way down. As the hands land, step your right foot towards the back edge of the mat, Anjaneyasana. The right knee lowers. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the lower belly, create space through your movement. On your next exhale, side bend. Reach your left hand and right hand over to the left side body. You can, of course, catch the elbow if that feels good, but also just reaching sometimes feels really nice, kind of pulling yourself into the position. On your exhale, return. Hands to the floor. Step all the way back, downward, facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. Again, anywhere between 0 and 3 push-ups. If you're not taking any push-ups, hold the plank. Go for lower. And lift, that's 1, 2, 3. Wherever you are, knees and forearms drop. Inhale, pull the body through into upward facing dog. And exhale all the way back, downward, facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. On the exhale, right knee comes across to touch left tricep. Find the connection. Inhale, lift the right leg up in space. Exhale, right foot steps up to right thumb. Left knee lowers. Inhale, reach the hands up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Left foot crosses to the outside and behind the right. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Open the heart. Try and push the hips forward as you stretch through the fingers. Exhale, fold all the way down. Let the left foot step towards the back edge of the mat as the left knee lowers. Inhale, reach the hands up. Big lift through the heart. On your exhale, lean over to the right. So getting that side bend in, pushing the left hip forward. On your exhale, return to center. Hands to the floor. Step the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. As the right foot lands, it becomes the planting foot. As you inhale, lift the left leg up. On the exhale, the left knee comes over to touch the right tricep. Find that connection. Inhale, the left leg lifts. On the exhale, left foot steps all the way up to the left thumb. Let it land gently. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach the hands up. Anjaneyasana, stretch through the fingers. On the exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot to the outside and behind the left. Inhale, rising up. Squeeze the glutes as you push the hips forward. Open the heart. Exhale, fold all the way down. As the hands land, step your right foot towards the back edge of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach the hands up, Anjaneyasana. Feel the lift through the heart. And then on your exhale, side bend, lean over to your left side as much as possible. Last round here. On your exhale, return to center. Hands to the floor. Step back downward, facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank pose. Anywhere between 0 and 3 push-ups. Lower, rise, 1, 2, 3. We might as well make it 4 this time. Get that bonus one in. And then knees and forearms drop. Inhale, pull the body through into your upward facing dog. And exhale, roll all the way back downward. Facing dog. Push into the palms, 2 rounds of awakening A. Look forward, lift heels, bend knees. On your exhale, step or float feet to outside of hands. Inhale into your active squat. Feel the legs turning on just like they did in the bridge pose. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, sit the hips all the way down. Inhale, hands to the floor, elbows bend. On your movement, you can vinyasa. You can step back to downward facing dog. Move through the full push-up if you like, the way we do through our vinyasa. Or, of course, if a traditional vinyasa is more interesting to you. It's your prerogative. It's your world. Nice job, everybody. You're doing great. Last full round here. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Bottom of exhale, step or float feet to outside of hands. See how lightly you can land. Sit the hips low, reach the hands forward. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, sit the hips down. Inhale, hands to the floor, elbows bend. Your journey to chaturanga. Find the movement. Find the availability of breath in your body. Last little bit of activity. And then roll into your downward facing dog. From here, bring your right knee to the ground, just behind your left wrist, and then sit down so you're open to the long left side of your mat. And from here, we're just going to close in a wide leg forward fold position. For most of us, though, it's probably beneficial to roll up the back of the mat, and that's part of the reason that we came to the side. It's just a little bit easier to access that roll, so you can just change your sit bones slightly, right? If you have a pillow or anything like that, feel free to go there, and then just gently fold to the middle. As you can tell, this is an active practice. You probably have a little bit of a sweat going, a little bit of a glisten. So now take the moment to settle yourself and to find just a little bit of ease, a little bit of breath. Consider what we did up to this point as what, activated, it's what jump-started your day. And then now is the moment where you're beginning to settle in, you're beginning to contemplate, you're beginning to organize your thoughts, organize yourself, and get ready for whatever lies ahead. We all have different challenges, things we face, different things we're working through, going through. So take a moment for yourself to embrace your current situation and seeing how you can, be the best version of who you are in these moments. How can you bring forth the most honesty, integrity, kindness, and empathy to the people, places, situations in your life? And that, of course, includes you. Feel free to fold a little bit deeper. Feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me for these practices. I hope to share space with you again soon. Have an amazing day. Namaste.